Hi, good morning. Nick Vandekar here, selling the main line in Chester County with Realty One Group Advocates, and I am with Mike Storty of Foxtrot Abstract and Foxtrot Mortgage. So I've got my approval, we've settled. What happens if rates drop after I buy?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that goes back to that date the rate thing, right? So you're going to want to look to refinance if it makes sense. So using the rate that we keep talking about, that 6.5%, whatever the rates are, let's look at it, right? It's going to cost you X amount of dollars to refinance, and you're going to save X amount of dollars, right? So what is the return on that?
Yeah.
So yeah, your payment might go down, but it might take 4 or 5 years to make that worth it. And so we'll look at that. When COVID happened, and the reason everybody refinanced, they weren't refinancing into 30-year loans. The rates went so low that, let's say they had a 30-year fixed interest rate at 6.5%. Well, we had 15-year loans at 2%. So people were changing their term from a 30-year loan to a 15-year loan, and their payment was still going down.
Right.
Because the rates were so low. And honestly, that's really what's created the supply issue that we have right now. Like nobody wants to, they're what it's eliminated is the people that just want to move, right? The people always have to move, whether they're relocating or they're having kids or the opposite of that, right? So there's always reasons that people have to move. That hasn't gone away. What's gone away, and the reason we don't have inventory is because people they just don't want to move, right? Like they're not buying a house just because they want a bigger yard or anything. And the reason they don't want to do that is because they have a 2% interest rate that they're going to be replacing with a 6.5% interest rate. So that's why we're like that magic window.
Different motivations for people to move.
100%. Yeah, so it's a consultative approach to see what their goals are with the refinance. Some people will take cash out to do home repairs, do those types of things. But I mean, there's plenty of cases where people will call us and I'll say it's not worth it. I'll show them the numbers.
Is there a rule of thumb that makes it easy?
It used to be 2%, and that was more than 30 years ago. Like my mom and dad would say if it's not 2% lower, but the cost to do the refinance has lessened so much that savings, it's really almost just under your rate, what it is. And then you could pay the actual cost out of pocket. You could finance it into the mortgage. So there really isn't a rule of like the old 2%, just because the costs are so much less.
Okay.